Hey, Science Seekers, this is Mr. Pfeiffer. We are coming to close to an end of this season's Science Seeker show, and we had a viewer want to make an episode to our show and contribute. So Lincoln, who is a Magnet student, is passionate about harmonics and band. He is part of the jazz band here in District 54, and he's created an episode all about sound and harmonics. We hope you enjoy this lovely mathematical science episode.
Good morning, science seekers. Have you ever wondered why different instruments sound different even when playing the same note? Ever wonder why certain notes sound better than others when played together? The answer is due to the harmonic series, also called the overtone series. What is the harmonic series, you ask? Well, the harmonic series is a mathematical series where each consecutive number is 1 over its rank in the list. What this means for instruments is this. Let's take a string instrument like a guitar and pluck a string. It's vibrating at about 165 hertz. If we divide it in half, playing the second harmonic, we get a pitch that is twice as high, because half of the string is now vibrating. If we divide it in thirds, we get a pitch that's 3 times as high, and so on. These correspond to the two most consonant intervals, the octave and the fifth. There are literally an infinite number of harmonics, but only some of them matter. Here are the first 16. The fundamental, the octave, the perfect fifth, the octave again, the major third, the fifth, the minor seventh, the octave again, the second, the major third, the tritone, the fifth again, the minor sixth, the minor seventh, the major seventh, and finally the octave again. If you take a look at the list, you might notice that some of the intervals are repeated at twice their value. For example, the fifth is repeated at not only the third, but also the sixth and the 12th, and the octave, of course, is repeated at the second, the fourth, the eighth, and the 16th. This is because the second instance and third and fourth and so on are an octave higher than the first. And if you know anything about music, then you know that notes that are an octave apart are the same note. If we play all of the harmonics together, it sounds like this. But if you emphasize only the odd overtones, it sounds like this. If you emphasize only the even overtones, it sounds like this. By emphasizing overtones, you can create entirely different sounds. Thanks for joining me on this episode of the Science Seekers Show.